Hi, this is Karen, and tonight I'm doing a spirit communication session in my home. This is just an opportunity to speak to those spirits that are already around me. I'm not calling on anyone's loved ones because my home gets busy enough, and just out of respect, this is why I'm doing this as a means of being able to communicate with the other side to find out some of your questions that you want to know, that you would like me to ask Spirit pertaining to the other side. So not necessarily, how's my loved one or anything like that. I'm not communicating with anyone's loved ones. So I do hope that you respect that. What I'm going to do is turn on the spirit box, because as I understand, sometimes you can't actually hear EVPs, so this way Spirit can manipulate the EVP. Okay. Chris, are you here with me at the moment? Can you just say hello, Karen, through this? Thank you. Is that Soella? Hey, okay. Now, I have a question here, and this is a question that asks by Annette Tavetian. She wants to know if Spirit hears us when we call for them in our thoughts, or do we have to be vocal? That's a very good question. What do you say about that, Spirit? Can you be thinking of the loved one? Do they have to be vocal, or can they think about the loved one and they'll come through? Thank you. All right. Now I have to sift through some of these because people are asking about their loved ones, and it breaks my heart that I can't answer them, but I just really don't want any more in my home. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Here's a question by Lizzie McIntosh. She says, I would love to know what it feels like to you when you know... Hang on. I would like to know what it feels like for them when they know they are able to communicate with us, as they have gotten our attention and we have got their attention, if that makes sense. Yes, it does. How does it make you feel, Spirit, when you know that you're able to communicate? You love it. Now there's Pauline Alkin. She's not necessarily asking for anybody, but she just wants to send out a thanks to all the souls protecting her grandson, and she feels them almost every day. So this could be angels, loved ones, what have you, but are you able to just pass that message over to the other side, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Jenna Wright wants to know what happens to babies born sleeping or miscarriages. Do they cross over as they are, or do they evolve and grow? That's a good one, yeah. Do they evolve and grow? Sure. Can you be a little bit more descriptive? Okay. Okay. So that's a yes. Hello. Okay. Oh goodness, I'm opening up the channel. Now Michelle Casey wants to know, I was wondering if family or friends that have passed over look after our pets in the afterlife. Do you look after pets that have crossed over, the family pets? Do you know of any other spirits that do? When they die? Yeah. Okay, that's a yes. Okay, Sammy Gomez wants to know, how come some loved ones can come through to show they're around and others don't? Do some come through and others don't, or is it by choice? They always do. So it seems they all do. You're probably just not noticing. Okay, that's a yes. Tay Reza wants to know, when do you know that you no longer need to visit? Hang on a minute. Spirit, I'm going to just turn this down. I need to read this. When do they know that they no longer need to visit loved ones anymore? Also, if the lives of their loved ones is a negative broken circle, do they leave because of it? Okay. Very good question. Do you continue to visit your loved ones? If their lives are broken or become negative, do you continue to visit? Spirit, can you manipulate anything on this table? Okay. So do you continue to visit even if their lives are broken? I need a yes or no, Spirit. Okay. Now, Faith Griffiths asks a question. Can spirits appear as a quick flash in the dark room with no light? Well, that's an absolutely, because I've captured many of them. Do you want to explain how that happens? I heard you walk and jump, or jump and walk. Is there any way you could probably make a light? If I put it over there. Can you show in the distance a light? Okay. She says like she experienced a few nights ago. Okay. And it reminded her of a description given of Chris visiting people. So that would be, yes, that spirit is self-illuminated faith, and you don't need lights to have spirit show itself. Thank you. So with the fact people use lights, is it only assisting some spirits? Music you like? What is that thing? That's a good question. If you touch it, it might work. Can you touch it? I know what you heard them say. What is that thing? That pyramid-looking thing. Probably the only thing from the company that does anything. So she says no lights were and no windows were in her laundry, and she's not asking who it is, just if it was a visitation or not. So would that have been a visitation that she had? Is that a yes or a no? Yes. Okay. Now Holly Brown has a question she'd like to ask. Dementia are the ones we love that are suffering this in communication with their loved ones who have passed. And why must they suffer so much? What is the lesson in this? Okay. Dementia are the ones we love that are suffering this in communication with their loved ones who have passed. I'm a bit confused. And why must they suffer so much? Do dementia patients continue to have dementia on the other side? Can you please answer that? Do they still have dementia? We're talking, we're not negotiating. That's a no. Can you say it through here? Why, when we see dementia people suffering, are they suffering? Whew. Okay, Gabriel Ranieri wants to know, do spirits always make themselves present around 3 a.m. mark, as I have always wake to feel a presence around the same time every night? Oh, I wish. You're lucky if it's only 3 o'clock. I can answer that now. With spirit, it doesn't matter what time of the day. If you are, what you'll find is more in the evening, you're more relaxed, and through the day you've got more things happening that are keeping your attention. So in the evening, that's when people most experience spirit activity, because they're more relaxed and they're not so much focused on other things going on around them. But spirit are always active. Okay. Kelly Gorshey wants to know, are spirits stuck in one place or can they go wherever they want? Are you stuck? Are you stuck with me? Are you stuck? You can go wherever you want, right? Okay. How do spirits cope with crossing over? How do you cope with it? Does it hurt? %, or is that 99.9%? Okay. I'm not sure whether they answered that, to be honest with you, Diana. Stacey Dent wants to ask, I've wondered, do spirits leave during private, intimate moments? Laugh out loud. Do you leave during those private moments? Be honest. You don't. Why? I know that you come in when I'm using the toilet sometimes. So I've got to tell them to go out. But other moments, do you just hang around? Only if it's good. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Can Leslie Valou wants to ask, can you see things in the future? Can you see into the future? Yes or no? Always. Well, they do help me, so I guess that's a yes. Now, Stacey Dent says, I'd like to ask the spirits if they were suffering pain from illness before death. Are they free of the pain after crossing to the other side? Are you free of that pain? If you have pain here when you're dying, do you still have that pain on the other side? I need you to talk through this. They're not going to hear you otherwise. Pain, yeah. Do you still have the pain? No. I don't know whether you heard that. There was a no. Now, Rose Bino wants to ask, do the pets go to the other side? Do they wait for us? Or the dogs? What about the cats? They're lazy. Talk through this. Do all pets go to the other side? You'll find out. A lot of help you are. Okay. Starula Stella Paulides asks, do spirits feel sad when you see us hurting? Do you feel sad when you see us hurting? Yep. Okay. I'm going to ignore that message. Now, Lani Harris asks, what is the other side like? Beyond. What's the other side like? Can you describe it? Incredible. Can you speak through this? What's the other side like? A bit more detail. It's hard to put into words, is it? Now, you once said to me it was more advanced than our world. Can you repeat that? Do you prefer the other side to our world? So it's a personal thing? Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming through tonight and being a part of this session. And to those who have also left messages. Okay. I'm going to turn this down now. Those who've also left messages or posts, I should say, I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry for those who mistook that I will be communicating with loved ones, but in my own home, I prefer to keep it only to those that are already here, because I do have my family here, and I otherwise will be inundated with spirit and not be able to sleep. So when I'm on location, this is when I will be doing communication to the other side for your loved ones. and I will announce that because I will say, do you have any messages for your loved ones, or their name? And when I do that, that's when you are welcome to ask. Now, Spirit, can you touch anything on this here in front of me to show that you can manipulate any of these devices? I have the periscope, which is that pyramid looking thing. I have a green light, and I have